This is the cable-seated unilateral rear delt fly. The seated position and the ability to brace with the opposite arm allows you to isolate the rear deltoid better and push closer to failure, versus standing up where you have to brace a lot with the core, especially when you're able to handle a lot of weight. If you're the advanced lifters, make sure you watch until the end, where I'll show you a technique that can help you get even more gains. For the setup, set the angle of an adjustable bench to roughly 45 degrees so you can brace with the opposite elbow just like this. Then place the adjustable bench an arm's length away from the cable so you get peak tension in the stretch position like this. And also far enough away out to the side so that you can bring the hand to or past the midline on that eccentric without stopping. And after using a cable machine like this one, where using both cable towers, you can just place the bench in the middle and just rotate the body when you're going from one arm to the other. But if you're just using one cable tower, you'll just have to move the bench each time when you're going from arm to arm. Next, adjust the height of the cable so that it's at or slightly above the height of the head when you're sitting down, so that when you're doing the movement, your arm is making a 30 to 45 degree angle from horizontal. The arm and the cable should also be superimposed on top of each other at the bottom of the movement like this. Have a D handle as the attachment and adjust it so the strap and the handle are on a straight line. And for the grip, you can either loop the hand inside the strap like I'm doing right here, but I actually prefer grabbing the strap over the handle since it helps me get a better contraction at the bottom. Just do whatever feels better for you. And a cool side note, for a much easier setup, if you have this free motion cable machine, you can just face to the side and brace with the other arm and you're ready to go. However, if you are a shorter individual, it might be a little bit tougher to brace with the opposite arm, and it might not be coming down at the best angle for you, but this is a super quick and easy setup. Now, to initiate the movement, brace the elbow of the non-working arm on the bench like this, and then unrack the weight, getting tension in the cable. Point the chest up, and while keeping the elbow slightly bent, lead the way down with the pinky, pulling out to the side and coming down at a 30 to 45 degree angle from horizontal, bringing the elbow past the body like this. Again, it's important you keep the elbow slightly bent or you'll likely feel it too much in the triceps. Also, as you go down, make sure you're pointing the elbow behind you and not pointing the elbow down towards the ground, or it'll make it easier to involve more of the lats. Get a pause at the bottom, and on that way up, always slow and controlled 2 to 3 seconds, but super important is to think like you're pushing the hand out to the side and also reaching forward to keep tension in the rear delts, and you also get a really good stretch in the rear delts as well. Bring the hand back to or slightly past the midline like this, enough to feel a good stretch in the rear delt. Do your best to minimize the use of momentum, and a big tip to feel it more in the rear delts and less in the traps is think like you are pushing the shoulders slightly down towards the hip as you're going down, and point the chest up to keep the shoulders back on that way up. And now for the advanced lifters, try to perform that last rep for 3 to 5 seconds before giving up. And after failure, you could bend at the elbow like this, kind of like doing a row for 3 to 5 more reps. Thanks for watching. Like this video right now if you learned something, and please subscribe to support the channel. See ya!